Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Katie and thank you so much for tuning into my video, and I hope you enjoy what you see. And if you do, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos. So I know it's been a little while since I have posted a video, but that is because I ordered a new camera and just a whole bunch of new equipment, trying to get things to where I have better quality and I am more organized with my stuff instead of pinning my backdrops to my wall. I had to order a backdrop hanger, so it's a lot easier for me to put up and keep up and take down my backdrops, and so that has really came in handy. And also my dad was getting mad at me for putting holes in the wall, but yeah. So today is going to be a comparison between the real Morphexjaclynhill palette and a fake version. Right off the bat, I can tell that this palette is fake because it is smaller than the one that I got off of the Morphe website, and the color is off. This one is way whiter. Mine is very dirty, but it's like an off-white, and on the back it does not have the JH all over the back of it. It's just Morphexjaclynhill. I bought it off of the Wish app for $10, and that is the payment and tax and shipping all together. It was just a flat rate of $10. And the real Jaclynhill palette off of the Morphe site, I think, was around $30 is what I paid for it. I'm not quite sure. But whenever I got my fake palette, it came with everything that the real one came with. It had the plastic sheet in it. It doesn't have the names on it, but it's really gross and like flimsy. I don't even know if that's plastic. I don't know what it is. And the box looks like the original Jaclynhill palette, but it was all bent and messed up. And the back is very discolored, and you can tell that it is not real. I don't have my real Jaclynhill palette cover that it came in, but I do know that the pictures did not look like this at all. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do is, I think because I have red and blue in my shirt, I'm going to use like the reds and the browns, like the nude colors in the palette, to do on my eyes. And then, like I said, I'll do swatches of the rest of the colors that I did not use. And so I'm just going to do like a little comparison and see if how close the fake shades work with the real shades. So I'm going to start off by using the real palette, and I'm going to do my transition shade using this third color right here. I'm just going to work that in my crease. Okay, so now I'm going to take the exact same shade, which is this third shade, that you can tell is a lot lighter than the original one. So my guess is, since it's not even like the same color, it's not gonna go on my eye the same color, even though with that being like a neutral, like nude color, it doesn't really show up that well, but you can see, especially when you get close up to the mirror, that you can tell there is shadow on my eye. But with this being like so close to my skin color, I don't know how well it's going to show up, but let's find out. Okay, maybe we'll find out. So I'm sitting here and I am dipping my brush, and I can tell that it's coming, like, it's breaking on the palette, but it's barely even getting on my brush at all. So that's a bad sign already. Anyways, okay. Okay, there's no shadow on my eye whatsoever. Absolutely none. Okay, let's move on. Alright, so now I'm going to take this red shade right here, and I'm going to put it in my crease as well, in the exact same place that I just did my transition shade. Alright, so now for the other eye. This shade is the same one, and it's not that off from the real one, but the real color is kind of a little bit more like burgundy. This one's a little more like brown red. So we'll see how it shows up. Okay, so this shade is doing the exact same thing as the first one did. It's not really like attaching any product to my brush. And I didn't tap it off, so. Alright, this one's showing up a lot better. I can actually see color on my eye, but it's more, there's a lot of fallout because I didn't tap my brush. But, there is color, it's just, this is more, it's more like an orange. So, definitely not even close to the original. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this dark brown shade right here and just apply it with a flat brush on the outer part of my eye. And then just kind of blend it in with that red. Now the shade in the fake palette is a lot lighter. It's kind of like a lighter brown, and the one in the real palette is more of like a it's like a dark brown. Okay, so again, there's barely any shadow on my eye at all. I wonder if, I know it won't blend as well, but I wonder if I take my finger. Okay, so I sat there and rubbed it, and that's about as dark as it gets. That's not even that much. Look at the difference. This one is the real palette and this one's the fake one. You can see how much darker the real one is, and how much more pigmented the other one is just from one swipe. So let's try using my finger to see if that helps a little. Okay, that helps a little better, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to apply my makeup using my fingers for the rest of my life just to use this palette. Definitely not. Okay, so now for my lid, I'm going to go in with, where'd it go? with this gold shade right here. And just stuck my finger in the black shade. And I'm just going to use my finger to apply that to my lid. Now the shade in the fake palette is pretty similar to the one in the real palette. It's shimmery just like the real one, so that's good, but the fake one is a little bit lighter than the real one. So I'm just gonna do the exact same. Okay, this shade is actually pretty pigmented. I literally rolled my finger twice and it's pretty close. I don't know how good y'all can see that. My lighting is terrible, but it's pretty close in the pigmentation. So let's see how it does on the eye. It looks pretty good on the eye, but like I said, it's lighter, so it's more of like a bright gold rather than a darker tone. But it's pretty shimmery, it's pretty pigmented. Like honestly, this color in the fake palette probably matches this one a lot better. Those two, this color is actually pretty close to the one in the fake palette. So actually, I would just like switch those two and like just change this color out. Where'd it go? Just change this color out for like this color, because the one that's on my eye matches this color in the palette very well. So yeah. See? This is the real one, this is the fake one. They actually look pretty similar in color. Okay, so I went ahead and I popped on some liner and some mascara, and so now I'm going to do some swatches of the rest of the colors that I didn't use on my arms. And I'm gonna first do swatches of the real eyeshadows, and I'm just gonna do this first row right here on my arm first. I'm not sure how well like you can see it because I put it on my arm weird, and so like, but like you can't even really see in it. Like this color, the last two shades that I did aren't bad. The pink one kind of shows up pretty good, but the rest of them are pretty bad. Like you can't even see these first few. You can kind of start seeing this one just because it's yellow, so it kind of looks like a yellow chalk. But then like the brown one that I used as my transition shade that didn't really show up on my arm, it kind of starts showing up, and then this one shows up, the fourth one shows up because it's got glitter in it, so it like shows up a little better. But other than that, like this is sad. Like my arm's barely even turned where y'all can see it, and you can see these colors. These you can't like see at all, so that's pretty bad. And I know that shadow isn't supposed to be like permanent, so it shouldn't wipe off that well, but I'm also gonna test and see like how easy these come off compared to the real ones, because most of the time when I'm using like when I take off my eye makeup, it kind of takes me a minute to like rub, like to get it all off, because it's a good product. So that means that it's like it's on there really good. So during the day it doesn't like fall off or wipe off easy, or like a lot of times if you get wet or if you cry, it won't come off that well. So we're gonna just see how easy the fake ones come off compared to the real ones. So I'm just gonna take a regular makeup wipe that I got from Walmart. It's the off-brand ones. I'm sorry if y'all can hear my camera adjust, if y'all can hear my lens. I'm trying to work on that. But I'm just going to do like one swipe, and I kind of pressed kind of hard, and see the shadow is still kind of on my arm. I have to rub a little bit to get it off. Okay, that's about all off now. Alright, so now I'm going to do the other side. I'm just going to... all of them are gone except for a little like tint of this the pink shadow. Like, okay, it is completely gone. So one swipe, like one like kind of like medium pressure swipe took off all of the shadow. And I like sat there and rubbed, like I rubbed and rubbed and rubbed my finger. And then like I did it like twice too on each of them. So there was supposed to be a lot of shadow on my arm, and there wasn't. So I'm not impressed. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the rest of the shadows the best I can on my arm, and then I'll show y'all a comparison. Okay, so I'm done swatching now, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, the shimmer shades in the fake palette are pretty good. Like they would work if you had to use them, but the matte shades are not that great. I tried my best to swatch them the best that I could. I'm not very great at this, but I just swatched, can't speak. I swatched the rest of them all over my arm, and the real shades are on this side and the fake shades are on this side. So like you can tell that these are a lot like more pigmented, and their shimmer shades stand out really well. They're very sparkly. And then this is the rest of them on the other side of my arm, and then this is the fake palette. The shimmer colors, like all of these right here, are shimmers, and they're pretty good. Like they're pretty pigmented and sparkly. And then the other side is the rest of the shades. It's not as bad as it was on my eye. I mean, there is color on my eye, but it's definitely not as bright and pigmented as the other eye. Whenever I went to my bathroom a second ago and I turned on the light and I looked in the mirror, it was a lot better than I thought. Like I said, the shades don't exactly match just looking at the palettes, but it would work. I mean, if you don't want to pay a bunch of money, I mean, for me being a makeup person, if you're paying for a well-pigmented, good product, like, you know that Morphe and Jaclyn took time and money and they put like love and effort into their palette. To me, $30 for an eyeshadow palette is not bad. But if you're someone that is new to makeup and you're just learning and you're experimenting with colors, and you don't want to pay a bunch of money, but you want to kind of get the feel of what it would be like to use the real thing, this palette would not be terrible. So this actually went a lot better than I expected it to. So that's good. I will give them credit for that. It was not awful. So you can make it work. So that is all that I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and leave comments below if you have any ideas for future videos that I should do. I have a list kind of made up of some videos that I want to do, and I'm kind of excited about a couple of them, actually all of them. So yeah, just make sure you share with your friends and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!